Supplementary and registration of voters will take place from the 4th to the 19th of August 2025. Commencement of a nomination period will be on the 26th of September 2025. Nomination of candidates will be done as follows. 14 October 2025 is put aside or reserved for the nomination of independent candidates. And the public sitting by the returning officer. (16 October 2025 is reserved or put aside for the nomination of candidates from the or by the political party and the public sitting. Special voting day will take place on the 24th of November 2025. And this will serve the election officials and police officers. Election day will be on the 26th of November 2025. Please, give hands for that. Your muteness is a cause of the worrisome. Having said that, or having announced that, I wish to extend sincerely my heartfelt gratitude to the Commission, the management, and the staff of the ECN for their continuous commitment to upholding the principle of democratic governance by ensuring that elections are free and fair, and that the rules and regulations are followed, and look forward to the success of these crucial election processes. I also wish to thank all the stakeholders who have diligently contributed towards the preparations and plannings for these elections. In one way or another, ensuring the smooth functioning of our democratic processes. At this point, for having accepted the recommendation from the ECN, in conclusion, I urge all eligible Namibians to participate in the upcoming electoral processes by registering to vote attending civics education forum, engaging on various platforms, and most importantly, on that 26th of November 2025, go out there and vote. Democracy flourishes when citizens actively participate and hold their leaders accountable. Allow me then to end with the following quotes. Johnson, in one of his writings, he said, and I quote, "Voting is the first duty of democracy." End of quote. Sabato also wrote in one of his literatures that, and I quote, "Every election is determined by the people who show up." End of quote. I, Lucas Nimbo Muha, the chairperson of the 6th National Council, having this honor, is now declaring the 2025 electoral calendar and voter education campaign officially launched. And I thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. You may be seated, and thank you to Honorable Muha. I see there's already movement. Please wait. At the end, after the vote of thanks, I will make a grand announcement, the likes of which you have ever heard. So, please, we are a caring institution. You could even call us a benevolent institution. So the announcement is coming. Stick around, please. Don't go. We do not want to let you go just like that. We will do the best we can to make sure that we attend to all your needs. Next is, and by the way, my own quote. He who does not vote shall thirst for elections tomorrow. Next is vote of thanks. Again, again an academic, Commissioner Dr. Emerincia Leonard, to please move vote of thanks. Thank you. Lastly, he who does not vote shall thirst for elections tomorrow.
He who does not vote shall thirst for elections tomorrow. We will memorize that. Thank you, Director of Ceremonies. Honorable Chairperson of the National Council, my apologies, I will have to occasionally just clear my throat. I have the distinct honor to present the vote of thanks at our special occasion this morning. It's in fact afternoon already. It is customary that we normally would give the vote of thanks when it comes to an end of an event. However, what is significantly different this time around is that the vote of thanks that proposes the launch of the electoral calendar begins of hard work that is to come. The hard work that lies ahead in us preparing towards the lead to the regional councils and local authority elections, which we had was announced would take place on the 26th of November 2025. And like the CEO has mentioned, our duties as a commission does not just stop on the 26th or will not stop at the 26th. It still goes beyond with the post-election phase that really requires the wrap-up of the activities around the elections, as was highlighted by the CEO. On behalf of the commissioners, including the chairperson of the commission, the management of the Electoral Commission of Namibia and the staff, I would like to convey deep regards and hearty thanks to Honorable Lucas Sinimbo Muha, the chairperson of the National Council, for gracing us with his presence. And you are most welcome to the election house. Even though it is a bit delayed, you are part of the family. Honorable Muha, in your message you made comment that elections are not a contest of enemies. And it is indeed true. What happens here at our election house, it's in fact, I want to equate it to a family. We fight, we argue, and at times we perhaps even vow to never speak to each other again. I'm sure members of the PLC can attest to that. But true to the nature of a family, the minute we leave the venue, then you would wonder, are these the very same people who are about to bite each other's heads? And that is really the true and the most beautiful thing about the relationship that we have with our stakeholders. And I truly, as a commissioner, value that we don't hold personal grudges. We look at the issues and we deal with the issues. And as mature as we are, and as parents in a family, we put our differences aside and we steer ahead, all in leading towards or contributing to the thriving democracy of our country. So with that said, I would really like to thank all political parties, organizations, associations here present for always hitting to our call and attending our events in numbers. Without your presence here, our activities as ECN will not be complete. But I would also like to urge you, as was indicated earlier, on the worrisome trend of the low turn-up at our regional councils and local authority elections. I would really like to call upon our stakeholders, the political parties, associations, organizations, to supplement our voter education and civic education efforts by mobilizing voters, encouraging registration in this upcoming supplementary registration of voters. It was already explained who are the ones qualifying for that. But most importantly, to encourage participation come polling day, which has been declared to be the 26th of November. We really count on all our stakeholders. Equally important, and whom I would also like to thank, it's the faith-based organizations, civic organizations, non-government organizations, some of whom are also present here this morning. We take note of all your efforts also and partnering with us in our drive to move our democracy forward. We would urge you to also take the same efforts and intensified efforts to really ensure that the regional councils and local authority elections for 2025 would be different than the 30% that we have seen earlier on displayed here. We are really partners in this, and as I've said, we are family. And as family, we work together to make a success of whatever it is that needs to happen. Let me also acknowledge with gratitude the presence of executive directors and CEOs from government offices or their representatives from government offices, ministries, and OMAs, and agencies, commonly referred to as OMAs. This event would not have been possible without the dedicated workforce of the Electoral Commission of Namibia. Commissioner Ikwambi already asked us to raise this morning, and I just want to amplify that we really appreciate you for everything, all the hard work that goes in all the events that we plan and execute, including the event for today. My gratitude also to the esteemed media, members of the media, for covering this event and also always partnering with us. We rely on you as the Namibian nation to spread the word. You have heard this morning the great concern. Almost every speaker was talking about the low turnout at the regional councils and local authority elections. We would love for the media to also do what is needed from their part for us to really address this dire situation. Thank you to everyone who has been following this launch on our live broadcast and social media platforms. Let us continue to uphold the values of democracy, unity, and progress as we work towards a better and brighter future of all Namibians. Whom else did I forget to? Oh, the Director of Ceremonies. The Director of Proceedings, Commissioner Sindano. Thank you for undertaking your duty with so much diligence. And in case I may have omitted someone, please accept my apologies. It is not intentional. With that, I thank you once again for attending our launch. Have a wonderful afternoon.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Leonard. True to the African spirit of hospitality, and in the history of ECN, we have never allowed our visitors to starve. And we shall do so today. So you're not going to starve. But before I tell you where to go, I have two parting messages. One, if you are a political party and you deliver a speech at the vanilla side of the city, that speech cannot be used at all sides of the city. Secondly, when you speak, we are the voters. Please appeal to the better angel of our humanity. We will come. Because when we are hungry, normally we don't go and eat at State House. We eat at the regional and local authority offices. So that's why this election is very important for us. Thank you. So from here, what will happen is we head in that direction. I think you will be ushered in that direction where you will be served with lunch. And also, I'm told there's a simulation of the election process. We invite you to go and witness or even participate so you can see how the process unfolds. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, may I now also inform you that there will be, is it a photo session? Yes. Okay, photo. I have never taken a picture with Honorable Scraver before. I think it will be a good opportunity. So please, not just lunch, not just the electoral process, but also photo. I see we have people who look great than ever before, and this is the opportunity for a photo. Now, in the absence of anything else, may I now invite you to stand at attention for the singing of national and AU and national anthem. DJ, should we call the person DJ? Who is in charge? We are live, please.
Let us all unite to celebrate together the victories won for our liberation. Let us dedicate ourselves to rise together to defend our liberty and unity. Oh, sons and daughters of Africa, flesh of the sun and flesh of the stars, let us make Africa the tree of life. Namibia, land of the brave, freedom fight we have won. Glory to their bravery, whose blood waters our freedom. We give our love and loyalty, together in unity. Contrasting beautiful Namibia, Namibia, our country, beloved land of savannas, born on the banner of liberty. Namibia, our country, Namibia, motherland, we love thee.
Thank you. You may be seated. You remain standing as we allow the high table to exit. Oh. Remain seated so you can see us being taken a picture, and then we also see you being taken a picture. So I think it's okay. Thank you. Thank you.
May we please have everyone at the podium, at the stage. Those who can fit. First come, first serve. There is no electoral, so we'll be last. We'll be last. Yes. Members, PLC. Members of PLC and management. We are standing behind the commissioners.
Still watching the live broadcast of the launch of the electoral calendar of 2025 here at the ECN, and we just witnessed the launch also taking place done by the chairperson of the National Council, Honorable Lucas Muha. And now the Electoral Commission of Namibia has officially launched the electoral calendar of 2025 and setting the roadmap for, of course, what is going to be the regional council as well as the local authority elections for this year. And the key highlights, some of them actually include the supplementary registration of voters in August, and as well as the election day, the 26th of November 2025 will be that exact day when the elections will be taking place. So the calendar literally outlines then the critical phases from the voter education to recruitment to polling as well as results. Now we are going to be hoping to speak to some of the participants who were here, some of the representatives of the political parties, as well as some of them, of course, who were also present here, to tell us what exactly their thoughts are of what has been launched earlier today. Now, if you haven't, of course, seen what the calendar actually looks like, it's going to be made public, and of course, going to have the vision, mission, as well as the core values, electoral calendar, the commission and management understanding that, and then it will then outline the regional councils and local authorities elections, as well as the frequently asked questions, quite important, which is of course a part that just outlines what exactly the public has been querying to the. It's very easy for them to actually be part of that. So now we are joined by, we now speak to Mr. Ivan Schrever, the representative of the Landless People's Movement, to just give us his reflections of today's event. Mr. Schrever, thank you so much for being with us. Your reflections of today's event, what stood out for you today?
Well, thank you very much. I must, from the onset, be very honest. There is a great concern regarding the voter turnout. The numbers were put up and the numbers don't lie. Since the election in 1990, up until now, the voters are going down, and it's very dramatic. What I'm finding very problematic this morning is that the ECN up until today is standing here and as if the issue is not diagnosed. We know what the problem is. As political parties, we are doing at our level best to spread the message, to encourage people to come. But this downward spiral is because of people losing confidence in the electoral processes. And I think ECN needs to really step up to especially last year's elections have really dropped the hopes of our people. And we need to collectively really step up. If you ask me, I have a responsibility equally as a leader to go out there and to tell our people the importance of voting. But I need to be also clean on my conscience. And that is the call that we want to make from ECN to say, meet us halfway. You can't just, every election can't go to court and be saved by the court and expect people continuously over and over for our people to be standing in lines. You need to do your part. Political parties are doing their part to mobilize people. So I think what is really worrisome this time around is the downward spiral of voter empathy and turnout. That we need to really work on.
All hopeful that, of course, those numbers keep coming up. But thank you so much, Mr. Scriver, for sharing those reflections.
Thanks for having me.
We now speak to the representative of the affirmative repositioning movement. We speak to Billy David, who also attended today's launch. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being with us this afternoon. Your reflections of today's event, what stood out for you the most from the launch today?
I should comment on the ECN effort on this particular mandate to engage with the stakeholder and to launch the calendar of the 2025 election, local authority and regional council. But I should air my concern, particularly on the negligence of the ECN to the recommendations that are always given by the political parties. So over the year, we have been engaging, or they have been engaging with the stakeholder, particularly the political party, and we have given our input on certain improvement to be done. But like we expected them to come back to us to give us update on those input that we have given to them, but they have neglected them, and they are going ahead with that. I think is right. So that's a fair thing. And the second thing I want just to edge on the education, the civics education. On my personal capacity, I feel that there's nothing much done to that mandate of Act number 5 of 2014 that ECN should promote the education to all public, to all citizens to be equipped with that knowledge of what exactly a person is supposed to do and what are their light of.
At the launch, just to give us his reflections. Good afternoon, thank you so much for joining us.
I'm happy for being part of this program because we are launching what is being done in terms of our law of the country. Yes.
What do you hope to actually, talk about when it comes to voter turnout? A lot of people were concerned about, the law.
To those that are elected into office to deliver the service to the people so that the people have a trust and the action into practical and not into just a statement. But people want to see the service being delivered. If it's water needed, water must be visible. It will be everyone. Yes. All right. Thank you, sir.
Well, that was Matteo Stefanus representing a political party who was just talking to us here about his reflections as well of what was his observation. Also giving quite interesting advice on why his thoughts were on the low turnout of regional council as well as local authority elections. But for now, that leads us to the end of this live broadcast, coming to you live from the ECN. We take you back to the headquarters of NBC to, of course, learn more of what's happening in and around the country with the news at 1 o'clock.